Hello, this is going to be a collective reading for July 2025. Let me do these. Pull these out. It smells so good. It's a lot of smoke though, but usually you guys can't tell, so I'm not going to stress about it. I had an amazing Sabbath. I relaxed and had a moment. But it's over, so but that was cool. Gotta have a moment sometimes, you know? What do I have for the collective? The heart. The home and death. The coffin. And this deck, it really means death, and this is at the heart, so something is dying. Maybe a home. This home keeps coming out in every single deck I bring out ever since we got into Cancer season. Something is big about home. Could be a death to a home, or something about a home might be changing. What's at the solar? The anchor. So something is holding you there. I don't know if this is good. If like your courage is holding you there, if that's good, or if something is holding back your courage about something. There's a masculine here. This is the more balanced masculine. This is at the throat. Maybe this masculine has something to say, or something is ending with this masculine. Maybe you have a home with this masculine. This is typically the more balanced masculine energy though. Oh, I'm done with these. And this is about the well. This is about deep hidden things. This could be about family. It's giving me root chakra, and even under that energy, the dark things, the hidden things, the things that don't come up too often. There's water in the well, you know. Even Piscean energy, secrets and stuff like that. Even though they have the Book of Secrets here, this is secrets more so about hidden secrets, things that people try to throw in their well that didn't want to come back up, or they was trying to get away with it, you know. But mostly when it has to do with the family. And it's funny, I put this over home and anchor. Maybe this masculine is feeling anchored down to something. Maybe your courage to do something isn't there because maybe you feel like, you know, maybe you feel like you are just bound to be at this home where maybe you're not. I don't know. This doesn't give me very happy. Occupation. This is at the sacral. So something has to do with work. What you do for work. What is the third eye? Child. So something about this could be, I was going to say maybe you feel obligated to stay in a home because of your family, you know, a child. Uh-oh. But that could also be an idea. We have a false person. I don't know, somebody might not even be your child. That child might not even be yours. Reverse. You better go get a check it and see. Maybe that's why this home is ending. Maybe that's the secrets coming out. That somebody's child they thought was a child, they made a home and everything for a child that wasn't even theirs. And then when you find out that the child isn't yours after all this time, what do? Because it's not the child's fault, but shit, sorry. I mean, that's how I would feel, honestly. But you could be, like attached with this anchor here. You might love this child. Like, oh, this is crazy to me. It's fucked up. Someone's a false person. And it has to do with an occupation. That's an anchor. Something, I don't know, something about a home. It's coming to an end. There's a masculine here too. He's very balanced. And a child, courtship, mature woman. I just don't know what this is. There's a mature man here too. Maybe somebody has been doing this for a long time. Maybe two people aren't going to get together until they're mature. That could definitely be it. Somebody's courting a mature woman, and then we have a mature man right here. I feel like you might have been somebody's work to just, like scam on you. That's what happens when you're powerful. People want to control your power. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is people not working well together. This home, somewhere in this home, people aren't working together. Could be a Scorpio here. I keep wanting to say that just because the death card is there. That's the only reason why. Because it's not like but I am kind of getting like, tricky energy here. 5 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody got caught sabotaging, stealing, lying, being deceptive, being sneaky. I don't know with this anchor here and the 5 of Swords in the reverse. Maybe this is going to, I'm telling you, maybe this is going to get somebody out of, gonna free someone. Finding out about this deception, these people working against you. It's 3 people maybe working against you, something not working out. It's people sabotaging you, trying to keep you anchored to something or trying to keep you stuck. The Lovers and the 9 of Wands, Sagittarius and Gemini. Yeah, underneath this, sensible man. This is karmic, the Lovers. This Gemini, this false person. Or Sagittarius, could be a Sagittarius. Somebody was spiritually, I feel like you don't even know this, but spiritually you was fighting for your life. While physically, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody's a false person and they were attacking you, being all like this. This is spiritual warfare. When people lying on you and doing stuff to keep you stuck and stuff like that, spiritual warfare. You probably been in spiritual warfare. You don't know why. You don't know how. You don't know what the hell's going on. You with your home, people at your home, they're working against you. People in your own home. I could be talking to a Scorpio. I don't know why I said that, but when I have Gemini right here. But I don't know. I just feel like this death card. But yeah, this is a Lover. Somebody's false, though. You might have a child, a home, everything. You've been stuck. Somebody's putting you through spiritual warfare. Wow. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse underneath occupation. Maybe somebody don't want to work. They did this. This is their work. I'm telling you, somebody isn't good at their work, though. They're getting caught. Someone isn't good, or maybe they're trying to make it seem like you weren't good at something to keep you stuck. She got a baby. This could be a masculine trying to trap a feminine with a baby. This is a witch, though. She got all them owls around her. It's giving me Athena. covert warfare. That's what the Five of Swords is too. It's like covert warfare. You not knowing. That's why you was under spiritual attack. There's more than one person doing this, and one of them is your damn lover. So it could be like sex magic involved in this. This person could be taking your sexual energy with this Nine of Wands, I'm telling you. And that's where you're creative. This is orange. This is red. This is orange. You know, root, sacral. Ace of Wands. Dude, I'm telling you, that's crazy. This child, this could be an idea. Or again, this could be you thinking about this baby and everything. You got a baby right here too. This witch got a baby right here. I think there is, and right here they got a baby. I definitely think it's a baby involved. Po little lamb, you know, and this these two, mom and dad, they both ain't worth the damn. Well, the dad seemed like he might be trying to do something right. But this mama over here, and she got somebody else she dealing with. She might have a pimp. He might have coached her on how to get you. That's spiritual warfare too. Having a third party and you don't know and stuff like that, that messes with your spirit. Especially if you're procreating with somebody, living with them and shit like that. You have the Three of Swords in the reverse underneath false person. So either somebody is just heartless, they don't give a shit what they do to somebody, or you're coming out of heartbreak. You're realizing that this was not for you. It didn't work out. I want to know about this child though. This Ace of Wands, again, it could be just an idea, business, something that you do with somebody that you live with or work with. Yeah, something's ending with the world here in the reverse. It's coming to a complete stop. The cycle is over. Something is ending. Fixed signs. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. So we have fixed signs and Gemini here. This is giving me Uranus. Yeah, there's something's going to be shocking. Something's going to happen that's going to end something. It could be a death. It could be a literal death, you know. Temperance. Sagittarius energy. This is somebody balancing something out. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords over this freaking over this freaking, what's that thing called? Anchor. Somebody's trying to trap your ass. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Goes back to the 8. You've been in your head probably about this child. I'm telling you, you balance something out though. You balance something out though with the Temperance. Maybe that's why this Five of Swords is in reverse. You see something now. Maybe with this anchor, it's like maybe you didn't know how to swim before or something and you were sinking. But this damn tiger, they know how to swim. It's like maybe you didn't know how to navigate some kind of energy. Like this scamming energy with this false person. Maybe that's something you just never in your life thought you would ever have to deal with. Like, who goes through all of that to do all of this? And they don't care about the kids. And, man, people are black holes. They are literally black holes. They don't have a soul. Not everybody has a soul. People that could just do people fucked up, they don't care. Excuse my French. They could just do people messed up. They don't care about ruining people's lives and stealing and lying. They could sit up here and just be lying their ass off for hours on end. They don't give a shit. That's a person without a soul. And they don't even realize it a lot of times that they don't have a soul. And that they're possessed probably by a witch spirit. You don't know that you're possessed by a witch spirit. All you know is that you feel powerful. You feel like you can do what you want to do. You know. But if you really stop and think about yourself and how evil you are, you might be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. gonna stop though. Especially if you been sitting up here talking about you a witch. I'm telling you, that's no. I ain't saying nothing else. You a witch. Be a witch. You probably are. Go ahead with your bad self. Why was I putting this over here? Why did I want to put that there? I don't know if I should keep it there. It's the strength in reverse. It's Leo and Virgo. Why did I put that there? That's so weird. Okay, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. So we got the strength in reverse, but we got it over here. On top of this Lovers, could be a Leo or a Virgo. Or a Gemini, somebody in this masculine. Somebody's not strong. This could be this child's not strong. Page of Cups. Oof, I'm sorry. I keep getting this about the children. I do. I keep getting it about the children. That, you know, because it's just Saturn with Aries. That's why there's so much coming out about the children. Sacrifice season too, man. You think these witches are serious? It's serious out here. Watch how many kids. This stuff, man, these people, look. I'm not saying nothing. The Knight of Cups in the reverse now. The Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Something is, because there's no love. Somebody is possessed by a witch. They're just nasty. They don't have any love in their heart. They can't possibly. It's not there. You might feel it because that's what you think you want. But this witch right here, this energy, there's no love here. And that's probably why the child is not going to make it. Kids need love in the home. They need to be around nurturing energy. And a witch is not that. Especially during karma time. All that energy comes back to your house. The best thing to do, especially if you know you're getting karma back, is go sit by yourself. That's what the dude did in Fallen, Denzel Washington. He went up to that cabin by himself. That spirit still went and jumped in that cat and was able to survive. But that's what you got to do. You can't have people around you because the spirit will jump in them. So what you doing is you got responsibilities. You putting all this spell work out, and then when it comes back to you, it's gonna hit the person the most innocent, the most unprotected. You know, somebody that's not even trying to think about spell work. How are you gonna teach your kid about spell work? You know, they want to be a kid. You trying to teach your kid about spell work instead of letting them run around and be an innocent kid? That's so selfish to me. A witch steals the innocence out of everything, sucks it up like a black hole. Black bile. The Lovers again. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And the Lovers keeps coming out in the upright, but the Lovers is karmic. It's too connected. You're supposed to be your own person. That's why the 1111 card is a better card, because they both have their own flame, and then they come together and create a home. You know, but this right here, this is karmic. This is, I need you. I gotta have you. I gotta hold on to you. Ooh, I can't lose you. It's like, you're not supposed to. That's like crack. Anything that makes you addicted like that and messes up with your temperance and your pH and shit like that, your balances, your hormonal balances, and have you stressed out, it's not for you. It's familiar. A familiar is something from the past that we're not supposed to be looking to the past. We look to the past for the mistakes that we don't want to, repeat. But it's like everybody is trying to repeat the past. Everybody's looking for their old lover from a past life, and oh, my twin flame, and I was on a journey. Like, you're on a journey on your own. Everybody's on their own journey, and you're trying to cling on to somebody's freaking coattail, you know, instead of going on your own journey. That's crazy to me. And then you get jealous and start trying to sabotage other people's journeys. We're all on a journey. You too, including you. You're not going on yours. In fact, you might have lost yours from, you know, trying to cling on to somebody and like constantly pushing that out to you guys. We're our own gods. Gods are not connected to nobody. They're gods. You know, like, dude, we are not. I mean, some of us are, though. Some of us are false persons. So maybe you do have a twin flame. Maybe you aren't a soul. Maybe I need to shut up. Maybe people know what they are and they just, okay, you got a twin flame, because you're not a whole soul yourself. You're a false person. That's what a twin flame is. Somebody is trying to be in some magic and trying to cast spells and shit, and they want part of your soul. Twins share a birth canal. They share, you know, they share a life when they're, you know, before they're split apart. But eventually you want to split apart. You don't want to sit in the incubator with each other. You know, you don't want to do that. It's ridiculous. And that alone is keeping us from seeing so much. Once you realize that the twin flame shit is about a witch or a warlock from your past that you got to defeat, you got to get past that, then there's so much that opens up and you see so much. You like, God damn, ain't this some shit? This is some shit right here. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to not be cursing. But I mean, I'm just ignorant. I'm really not, though. But I'm not a formal person, you know? I'm just really not. But I guess I have to change that. So we have a King of Cups in the reverse, a freaking warlock. You know, we have the universe in the reverse, somebody that's trying to keep something from ending. They want to keep you in a loop. They want to keep you going back to the past life and the past love, and they want to keep you in that loop because they're a memory. They're AI. They cannot do anything else. They can't create. They can't move forward. So they need to keep you back. Six of Coins. Something is coming in that's fair for you because you tempered something. And that's what temperance is. It's balance. It's not about, you know, taking too much either. So when you do something, you need to, especially when you're dealing with a witch, you have to make sure that you're fair. Fair to yourself and fair to that person, because they're trying to trauma bond with you and trap you and get you to do something wrong so they can stay in your energy. So you have to end this situation on, I'm not even going to say on a positive, neutral, 0. New start, the Fool card. You want to end it on, that's it. You don't want to be at the Magician. You know, look at this, the witch, you know, you don't want to be at that. You want to be at 0 with this person, King of Wands and Queen of Cups. See, I don't know, this just feels, I feel like the person that you were supposed to be with, this King of Cups right here, went karmic. That's why he don't want something to end. You know, here you are, the Queen of Cups in the reverse, in the upright, with this King of Wands who is, you know, balanced. He's the more balanced energy. I feel like you got this King of Cups that don't want to let go, though, with these freaking lovers. And there's no... It's crazy because he's the King of Cups, he's supposed to be so loving, but there's no love here. It's like black water, black bile. It's just ownership and not wanting to be alone and just wanting to be with you because your energy is so loving. And so this person is just... They're mud. They're mud and you're fresh water. Like, you know, what the hell? You're just gonna muddy up my waters, right? You don't give a shit. No, they don't, because they're a witch. They don't care. They want to muddy up your waters and anchor you in the mud. They don't care. Let's see what this King of Wands is. I think you got somebody that might be trying to come, but he's a freaking the king. They got the strength in reverse, and I put it up there. Like, I don't know why I did that. I'm still not happy about that. I don't know why that's up there. Six of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there's not going to be a victory here. I feel like because you're going to feel like you got to defend yourself because you've been in this relationship with this twin flame right here and he's just evil. Yeah. It's like a lot of fighting. Not good communication. Maybe the fire is there, but yeah, somebody is just too hurt about something. You can't walk away from something. That's because this asshole is over here doing spell work too. But he is your freaking counterpart. That's what I'm saying about this twin flame stuff. It's going to feel like that. That draw is going to be too strong. Like, that's what temptation is. That's what the devil is. That's what it does. That's how it feels too. 9 times out of 10, the person that you're supposed to be with, you're going to meet after you've been worn the fuck out. Just like this person. You've been worn out, you tired, and you just know what it feels like now to just get along with somebody. You're content, you know, because that's what spirit feels like. Even when we talk about spirituality, we talk about meditation and being in zero and being in nothingness and being able to be in stillness. That's how spirit feels. It's going to feel like you're just in the flow. It's not going to be like, oh my God. It's not going to be all passionate, and it's not going to be like that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You might love making love to the person that you're with and stuff like that, and it might be passionate then, but it's not going to feel like that. It's just not. That's not spirit. It's not going to feel like that. It's going to feel comfortable. You're not going to be all the time. You got to learn to just breathe and be in stillness, you know, in order to even draw this to you. You might be looking for butterflies, and that's why you're not getting what you want. You know, it's just something lasting. You got to understand. I always make the analogy and this is something you learn from healing too, because you got to understand your body. And man, let me tell you, sex and war, they're the same energy. They're both red root chakra. So, oh my gosh, when I tell you that is the hardest chakra to balance. And oh, especially when you got somebody trying to keep you from balancing it. But that's how you become a master. You know, you learn how to balance when there's not balance there. It's like dancing. It is. It's like using the momentum and using the force to, you know, be able to stand still. Sometimes, you know, you got to use the velocity to, I don't know, to hold on. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. I'm just thinking about the pole and how you use your velocity, you use the force on the pole. A lot of times you barely even holding on to the pole. It's just there. It's just like you just need it to kind of push yourself around a lot of times. It's not that you're holding on to the pole so hard. You wouldn't go nowhere if you were holding on, like, you know what I'm saying? Some things I just know, I don't know how to say it. But that's how it is. And that's why we get pulled away so easily from what we're supposed to do. It won't take no effort. It'll just be what it is. And it's crazy because a lot of times you won't have to ask for nothing because spirit is connected. And it's the same energy as a shaman. Like when shaman get together and they don't speak the same language, it's telepathic understanding. And you'll have that with people that are part of your spiritual group. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, nothing is ever, everything is temperance. Everything is balance. It's never going to have you on edge, it just isn't. It isn't. It's just... And you shouldn't want it to either. Like, you know what I'm saying? They say too much happiness isn't good thing either. Like in old Chinese proverbs and stuff like that. Like Buddha. Because it's like a drug. Happiness is like a drug. If you're too happy all the damn time and then something bad happens, you're not going to be able to handle it well. Because you're not used to bad things happening. That's why you want to stay in a tempered state. Even when it's time to be happy, you don't become overjoyed for anything, You just always want to be... It's kind of like the stoic, but I think stoicism could be a little bit narcissistic. You want to be grateful and be appreciative and show that, but you don't want to. It's about balance, temperance. Everything is about not overdoing it, not underdoing it. It's just, that's what makes a master, somebody that's been working on something, and that's what you got to do. You got to always just constantly work on it because everything is constantly changing, and you got to kind of learn how to balance off balance, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's going to have to let go of something, some kind of work. Maybe you're walking away from work. Ooh, a Queen of Coins in the reverse. Somebody that is not a master. Somebody that is this false person is fronting. They're all in your space, your occupation. This is hidden with the moon here. This is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. Yeah, this Queen of Coins is in the reverse. This Queen of Coins and this King of Coins, this might be this King of Cups in the reverse. This Queen of Cups counterpart is over here messing around with this Queen of Coins in the reverse. And it's hidden, and they stealing, they taking something from an occupation or from a job or something. 4 Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is a job with this child here. But again, we're reading for the collective. This could very well be somebody that has a child with somebody and they want to get the hell up out this house. They don't want to be with this person no more. Somebody is trauma bonded. They can't walk away. They feel like they can't walk away. That could be what this is too. This King of Wands is in a home with someone. He can't walk away. There's misery here. I feel like there's 2 people that want to be together. and they're being, I feel like somebody's attacking somebody's money. It's like trying to keep you from even focusing on love or something like that. And you're the Queen of Cups or the King of Wands. These people are trying to keep you from even being in that mindset because your stability is messed up, your job is messed up, or that's how you get to your heart too, is by trying to make people feel irrelevant or like their work doesn't matter, stuff like that. That's why they block me, because they want me to feel irrelevant. But it's like you're doing so much. Like, I'm so relevant, it's not even funny. Like, damn, you don't do all of this to block somebody and try to make them feel irrelevant. It's like, get the fuck out of here. These people are obsessed. Completely. And something is coming out about it, too. Something's coming out about somebody that's out in the cold. They see the blessing. Maybe they're speaking about this. Maybe I'm speaking about it right now. Somebody has taken a break to see something, or you thought about something. Somebody sees a blessing in something. Maybe that's going to help somebody come out of this Five of Cups energy, so they will be able to think about love. Almost done. We got High Priestess here, Pisces in reverse. Somebody knows something, they're saying something, they're speaking. This could be an oracle. This could be the child that, look, with the third eye here at the child. Maybe this is the baby that Spirit wanted for you to be, to bring out these secrets. Look at the moon is here, and everything that I've been saying, talking about is secretive. About the twin flames and all of these, the work I just said about the work and the making you feel irrelevant, it attacks your heart. So, people don't understand when they do stuff like that, that spiritually, that's death magic on somebody. You're attacking someone's heart. So if your heart stops, then you know why. False person, Three of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Wands. Look at that. Somebody that is attacking you spiritually. That's who's attacking you spiritually, putting you under this spiritual warfare so that you can't focus on love. I think it's this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They're going to have to let go of some kind of money. Somebody's a magician. It's in the upright. Maybe somebody's trying to do this against somebody that is a Temperance angel, which is a magician. Temperance is a magician. They're all using what they have. The Temperance angel is more so in the nature, though, but they still have their cups, their tools. This magician is manifesting change. Manifesting, somebody is strong and somebody else isn't. And with this Three of Swords here, somebody can attack your heart. I just said that. I just said that messing with your work or trying to make you feel irrelevant, or it messes with your ability to love. It messes with your strength. Damn, this is crazy. It's all out here. But that Uranus energy in Gemini. Oh, okay, wait. Uranus is moving into Gemini. I think that this is going to help this because it's about communication. And look, High Priestess, absolutely. Secrets coming out. Somebody having the strength, the gumption, understanding, at the third eye, the child, enough to be able to speak about something that is hidden. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this is going back. Somebody's magic is going back and they can't defend themselves. Somebody might have a bad heart. We got death here. with the 4 of yeah, I'm telling you. I feel like this false person, somebody could have red hair, is not going to be around too much longer. The Ace of Wands in the reverse and the 3 of Coins. Something is not going to have the torque. You know, like I'm thinking of, like I was talking about, the momentum. The torque to continue is going to end. It's just going to stop, like an old truck or something. That's too many. Yeah, and I think that somebody is going to end up with somebody that they're supposed to end up with the 3 of Coins and the up right now, right at the heart. You know, we got these 2 lovers here, so it's like something is, maybe it's 2 sets of lovers. Maybe both of these are trying to come between both of these and they both with the wrong person right now. Something like that is going on, and it's a whole trap. It's a whole trap. These witches and these warlocks, you got to be careful even giving your information to tarot readers and astrologers, because they're witches too, and they're trying to find who's who too. And as soon as you get a reading, they know all your placements and what's coming and how to take what's coming in for you. The Fool in reverse, we have, okay, so there's not a new beginning because something is ending. And somebody just doesn't have favor with the spirits. So I feel like this is also like a curse with the Ace of Wands in the reverse and a 3 of Coins. I feel like that's just people working together. All this magic, they were doing spell work. They were trying to keep things imbalanced, like universally, trying to keep the world from moving forward, trying to, you know, maybe it was doing that. Maybe somebody here or both of these people right here are that important that, you know, sometimes it's like that. It's funny we're talking about the world because this is about the fixed signs. Imagine somebody trying to keep Taurus from moving with the movement. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm going to keep Taurus right here. That means the whole right side of the building going to fall down. That's crazy because it is something about the cornerstone, the Houston, which is the bull state. And they're doing so much when it comes to disrespecting the feminine energy there. It's a ritual. That's why all the pimps are there, the bulls, they don't protect the women and stuff like that. That's the ritual. They're giving up the cow. They're giving up the cow and the kids. That's crazy. I'm telling you, these rituals. Seven of Wands. Somebody's defending themselves. They're protecting themselves. And somebody else is not strong enough to contend with this person. Yeah, because somebody is not heartbroken over something. 3 of Swords. They couldn't break you. They tried. You got money coming in. This home here in reverse. I feel like as soon as you put yourself out of the cold, everything's gonna come in for you, and that home is gonna fall apart anyway with the Tower here. That's crazy. Yeah, and the 5 of Swords, same thing, same cards coming out. Same cards coming out. I definitely think somebody is just, it's a group here. It's people here working together to keep people apart that are supposed to come together to move the world forward. You know, they're trying to, right now, it's like we are going back in time. Especially when it comes to women's rights. It's going to really be affected with these patriarchal men that these women are helping to put in power. And as soon as they get put in power, they're going to take your rights too. But you don't care. Y'all don't care about nothing. Witches, they don't care about nothing. But what they want at the moment. And that changes like all the time. So that's what I have for you, collective. Something is ending. Spirit, I feel like this is that Uranian energy moving into Gemini. It's going to really, you know, because if you think about it, it's been in Taurus. And like I said, like trying to make Taurus move is a lot different than Gemini's going to be like, come on, let's go. Taurus is like, But Gemini is like, let's go, you know, making a beeline for the door. So I feel like it's going to be something like really big that makes, it's like a flip, like a switch real fast. It came out too with that, all that spell work going back. False people, I feel like the real people are going to be coming in. Uranus is higher octave, seeing things from a bigger perspective. So that's what I have. I hope that it resonated. I hope that it helped. I think that you're dealing with people that are trying to keep you off balance. So what you have to do, you got to be like Buddha. You got to be very balanced, don't get too happy, don't get too sad. Just, you know, because people are trying to throw you off. They'll use you yelling. They'll use anything to throw you off. So you don't want to give them nothing. And that's what I have. I will see you next time.